agudie unsem kick off any day bremo and nano pay if it's a break where the local stories I would do amana nsem out on your bob nano pay ye de bashan so betman George made no Facebook ye Kessben television YouTube ye Kessben television DSTV decoder channel 364 Go TV 121 TV near digital was also multi television decoder be that DAB plus receiver obetime enjoy kick off Jumedie no ewoso ye the local stories I would do the banner for later on Tony Montana beba amana ne sama de oboboa no de nyina enso ebebre o Jumedie so ba hye ne so senyime kobia daroma ena na no pay wo mo boy ma kick off Jumedie ye de brɛ wo ma chi Jumedie so Hebaso Company Limited wo me de Hebaso criminal e de abedwa so eye crima eyema wo bema peso bo adwuma ya eye Hebaso cream ene wo so using we use Hebaso cream ni bia ebetimi aboa wo apply Hebaso cream ni bi ewo eye waten ho said bia no obehiem ebema ho cheba na afu wetima satisfy oba ne ye FDA agiatum enunti no side effect any drugstore chemical shop bi abekobia no obenya biatom ana so betima frɛ number way so 0266 186 161 0266 186 161 and I say 0244 750510 would when it adum asida house won sabetimi aka eye Hebaso cream ne bi just toothpaste and opebia twitwi yese anwumra bia ne twitwi ose obetwitwi ose no patwitwi ose anwumra aya yas toothpaste and we so you see we use yasa amonum da ho we use yasa ama titi ne fita we use yasa abo titi no ban we use yasa a man woden eba gam no mu edema a man good breath humia home no ekoye pa enunti and we so use yas toothpaste editwitwi ose when you yas toothpaste no pa yas toothbrush edi akaho anope bia na de yas toothbrush no edi twitwi ose ye the bristles papa na aye eni to de twitwi ose a eboawo enye bristles a ye de yese fa ko shempa boawo anase si fa twitwi fom nemom eye bristles a de twitwi ose a unya any side effect bia ene de aye yas eye toothbrush no kope bito na use ye wo de ano den ano mmere ene ho ne ho e wo ntu de openom unsa betimi aka asonaba God service filling station e wo diom river crossing line so asonaba tompeto ton diesel asonaba so be alignment obe balancing obe service kana wo masoye e na wo so ba odiom river crossing line so asokorema mpoku makasku ni chope emina hospital ncho uduwa obehu asonaba God filling station to petrol papa wa asonaba God filling station to diesel e wa asonaba God filling station ya alignment ya balancing na service ukano wa asonaba God service filling station enyumako we ka ho be na no pay wo mo eboye ma kick off Jumedie ye de brel ene Tuesday shene so Kessben cashport ye beto so enem enwa sejo chesika enwa sejo eche nipa eye enum wo bia 3000 Ghana cedis 3,000 Ghana cedis and what the che nipa enumnum ene sejo so obesa so chesika enunti star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash and on the short code no na what dial is short code yam abama opportunity na sabre wetimi do ho enso ewuramu bi enenso so yebesan so achesika biom ewo midfielder to Jumedie ni so enunti na make catch se fa ho wuramu bi na nesika se jo echenom enenso wo 3,000 Ghana cedis 15,000 Ghana cedis and oche 3,000 Ghana cedis for a nipa 5 obia ebenya eye 3,000 nafe akosi ano 15,000 star 256 star 2 hash na we choose number 1 and then Tuesday dear CAF Champions League Confederation Cup draw no ebebaso and then our CAF Champions League and the Confederation Cup no wo group and I say wo ayo Champions League no teams from qualifying here Mamelodi Sundowns ASEC Mimosa Petro de Luanda Ali TP Mazembe, Simba, Esperance de Tunis, and the Young Africans. One many teams from qualify for the CAF Champions League, Oko Confederation Cup, USM Algiers, Zamalek, Dreams FC, RS Bekani, Modern Future, Abu Salem, Rivers United, and Stade de Malien de Bamako, and I qualify into the Confederation Cup quarterfinals. Aminu Shadow, general manager at the Dreams FC. Wakasa Africa no mobono, wakasa ede afahon.
everything is very possible at this point in time. Look,
yeah,
let's start a campaign. We didn't really give ourselves the chance to even make it this far in the competition, to even make it the group stage, because we share the record of Ghanaian clubs in African inter-club competition over the past 5 years now. It has not. You're defining your. If you look at the trend analysis, first round, you call primary, I was say, you free mukra. But Mediama and Dreams, Ushe Pempeso, even though Mediama couldn't make it to the knockout stages, no, Ushe Pempeso and the kind of football they exhibited, and it shows you say we are not too far off. We are not too far off, Mickey. I've seen it at first hand. In terms of talents, we are the best. We are the best, but because we don't have side investment in here, a better media put your logistics, any preparation need to be into good perspective. Into know when we go, we are found wanting, but we want to prove.
Aminu Shadow, General Manager a day, and your dreams episode 2. And I draw neighbor so. I mean, my expectation is from a year quarterfinals, semi-finals, the finals, and a mobile. Now, saying, and now some who draw is saying.
Okay, you follow from stage to stage. You started the primary round. Our target was to get to the group stage. You call group stage, then who draw no. Yeah, analysis. Me feel say if we push, we can make it even at least. Second best team our group, we can make it, but we turned out to be even the first group, the first side in the group. Group C, I qualify. We see I change draw next week Tuesday or Wednesday. I think draw no bar based on analysis. I think our target will be at least let's get to the semi-final. Once we get to the semi-final,
Where some general manager a day Emma Bobo Kessben Dreams FC no idea to that head of draw and then a bit members and me call African games medal table no saying is it Ghana to so do with a year 4 medals in a kutayen. You were 1 gold medal, 3 silver medals in a kutayen. Say Egypt and a tope, one more stretch lead in Egypt ekuta 66 medals, 36 gold medals, 14 silver medals, 16 bronze medals in a kutum our all African games Algeria etosumianum with 39 medals, South Africa etosumiansam with 28 medals, and Nigeria etoso 9 with 26 medals and ekuta one more and so yet was our other stories about all African games, and honorable you see Mustafa. What is some would do at the air tuja? What the atuja was so GDSM, Nyama Bay, and a cycling, teaching federations. I would do 1 minute to federations in him, San tournament to the best chance, and that's all African games the best chance. Will be a Yamabio here, Biano, one fambra, and Nunti se Omoko, Namoko. Take part, Nabi and Kuya, Mobian Fasubono, and Ministry for Youth and Sports.
States that the ministry and the LOC, the local organizing committee, we requested all the sporting federation to submit their requirements. What do you need for this competition? You've been selected as part of the sporting code for the competition. I've just mentioned that basketball submitted their list. And we went through with them. We have procured all the equipment for them. So if you are the cycling federation, we requested, and you know that you needed a fiber bicycle, not aluminum bicycle. It is your responsibility as a federation to submit your list to us, and we'll get. If you cannot get all, we'll buy. When we went to, I remember when we went to Tokyo. They requested for bicycle, and we bought it for them. We bought it for them. So we don't discriminate against any sports code. We might not be able to give equal attention.
Where some of the honorable sports minister, you see Mustafa Di Atuja, Sanson of the sources, as Habre, Oma Benina, Federation, Saudoma Benina, Mamma, Udoma Benino, Omo Bogana Basu, so far, Nyama Papa, Yetima Yema, All African Games, no air coso.
Every international organization that officials that we have engaged, every one of them is applauding Ghana for a very spectacular game so far. So let us all embrace and come and position Ghana as the sports destination that we are all yearning to position. That is my appeal to the media. There are a lot of positives. There are a lot of positives that we can talk about, we can report about. Let's focus on them and report so that we can position our country.
Sports minister, Honorable Yusuf Mustafa, the sports minister, what they to Daniel call a ball all African games. And one game, 8 minutes to that, women, no Nigeria and Senegal, and the boy, match the banner, no Nigeria, woman 20 team, no, one match Senegal by 4-0, 4-0, and a woman team, Eshomo, our Emma, and so after member FM, so no Nigeria, one more under 20 team, no chance to dinkinim, our South Sudan, so woman says South Sudan, and so come back. Woman timi antenna sanso ena Senegal tena ama Uganda esho mkaba kwa woman timi anti na say Uganda win your first game no ana masaso asho second game no woman say Senegal by a lone goal. Honorable minister edema Uganda okopie mu abago pamane so ekobo players na baso say players na yade minister no ena general go pamane so bo players na baso so ma yade sempo no woman timi edi nkunim se omatimi aboa ema say omo qualify akọ the next stage of the competition. And when you say the city, Honorable Minister, de Emma, Uganda, and Wakopiem, our cross posted ma or bomb in Montana. But no Kodanche, Uganda fans, and so be PM cross posted ma. One more supported Timini ye papa, a bow place and abaso. One run couldn't dear, Womutimi a dear, and so watch a Kessben television, or Facebook, Uganda for one more Ghana, and a one more 30 minutes, and so our Ghana, ya can't say no Ababaso and them, Yane Gambia and a airborne, Desmond Affair, and a coach at the team. Was it team no well prepared for a Gambia game? No?
Yeah, we are very well prepared as of today and tomorrow before the whistle. We all know what we have to do. The boys are very well prepared. We also have to give respect, or I have to give respect to the Gambian coach. What he did in the World Cup, he made Africa proud. He's a very good tactician, very, very good coach. So we know the weaknesses of the team, we know the strengths, so we are very well prepared, and the boys are ready to deliver tomorrow. We had numerous of chances. Like I said, there was a situation
where you some Desmond Affair, coach at the man at 20 team on Black Satellite or there to us. Was the first game they create chances, baby? Benjamin for born and 20 teams. This time around the day, woman Nyame betima boma Ghana yetimi edinkunim.
Success did really well. We kept the core of the team, as you said. So we are building on it. Every coach thinks different, but it's a national team. And we will make the decisions that will help the nation. So we'll select the best players. We worked really hard. For us, our target, it hasn't changed. We are Ghana. We are supposed to be one of the best footballing nations in Africa. No matter.
Where you summer coach Affair, what they are to the Makati and so play with Sina 20 Black Satellite. When it should be associated team, no, are you well prepared for game at Bebaso and Nay?
It's quite unfortunate that we couldn't win our first game. Yeah, it was so sad for us. But I think throughout this week, we have really prepared well, and I think we are ready for the game.
Ready for the game where you are na 20 bobo kono and the game where I against Gambia and no. You better to also Ghana Football Association as ya Ghana Football Association at Chokata and the Kodan Kumasi Asante Kodoko bobo kono. Se Kumasi Asante Kodoko. Women diso no men TSS Kaya and Famu GFNA. Tested them for a seko kupama a tonum a betimi atu. Kumasi Asante Kodoko. Kato Muchodokoma Kumasi Asante Kodoko. Muchema Kumasi Asante Kodoko. Ediomoka 26,000 a year USD, 26,000 US dollars. And any car Kumasi Asante Kodoko a day a year GFNeka. And also, Wamasa Kodoko Sasso Diomoka 5,000 a year euros. I was a Kumasi Asante Kodoko Tiam. Wamasa during the Nayam Ponsa time, Abana Nayam Ponsa, we see them Kumasi Asante Kodoko players or Tom Mina, Emoko Piemo Manonina, Yadia. 10% of Sikano would try them at GF no Chokata and come at GFN, say GFN and Peneso, no more issue ITs no for momo. Now for Monton place my place and call Sikaneba, Womo Ebetiam, Kotoko at Tom place no during an iron ponsa time, I'm a place and call Sikanaba, Nyada Kotoko, ETS Sikano, 10% no Edema GF Gedikai, ya Bantefani Joseph Amwako, Commercial Santa Korocom, Emaniko loan 10,000 euros and a PMO Ebaye, Sesike, Commercial Santa so mutuemu aya $1,000 edema GF no women tia Mudasiru Salifu Kumasi Asante Korokotono 100,000 US dollars and also na ko so mu $10,000 dollars e de ma GF no na ne amposa tro undertaking koi when tese sikan Imoro Ibrahim waso omoto no ama ne kopie mu amano ne $150,000 USD and also na ne amposa led administration no wo mo also mu $15,000 e de ma GF no wo man to kabomu a $1,000, $15,000, and $10,000. And okay, Kabome could do $26,000 US. And only sika German and Amposa time went to Fama a GF. Apart from €5,000, no, one must also turn Razak Abeloa, Emanuko Piemu, our Manone, Moldova, and also $50,000. And also na GF and woman €5,000, and also much undertaking koi, and Yadia Womutese Sikan, Tigana Football Association, Amakumasia Santa up to 22nd of March, said $26,000 US plus €5,000. Womuntian Fama GF and yes, sir. One match is beyond Bobiano, Yabeti or more points. One much I am saying, Sabre, the Omo Bayano, one more Eton, a branch of an Agadas, a Manuko Pima Manone, Agadas, Omoton, Sike Pimubiano, percentage Biano, Wometian, at the Magana Football Association, Yaba 90 the more, Ebefrimu, and so at the Abramian Twasom, our Ghana Premier League, one game 80 mitoja, has any ton about Falcon boy, and I was Sogakope Martinum, and they 1-1, Sogakope, Honibia Martin Corso, has Eshebako, and na a ton of Fakwa Eshebako. Amahas Abetosum 8 with a year 28 points in a kuta as a work. But for Kotoso 17th position with 20 points in the kuta one more home. And when this is here, a told jam and rather after the game, John Ediafo and a coach a day Emma Bofoka, Okasai, and if 1 pointer Womunya no at home.
We had it, we defended well. We kept the ball, we played the way we wanted to play, even though they took lead in scoring. But we were not panicking nor under pressure. We kept our composure.
When you say John Ediafo the two just also and a coach Watara Edibiso so Sabre is part of the game. And your match Biana Bedin Kunim tells the work supporters on one more NTS.
Things don't go well, but it's part of the game. And when we starting the game, we have some 40s, but we try to do the things well. But it's the human being. Sure. When there's a human being, you can make some mistake, no problem. And yes.
Other local stories so in 9:30 ni mushia e de bebra msabe de Tony Montana e krado amanonensem na wo de e to aso.
For a close year, Shasem friend and UEFA Champions League. And then round of 16, the Benya 2 games are Ebebaso and Nyame Admo China Wuko, another set of games Ebebaso. Now and then about 8 Arsenal and FC Porto and Ebo first leg course so Portugal Estado de Dragao no FC Porto Shekaba Arsenal for Hentimi Ante NFA FC Barca and then Ewo Monjik omo ene Napoli and Asia first leg no Napoli ebo fie Diego Armando Maradona Stadium e ma match no draw we any 2 games are Basso and Neochina Atletico any Inter na Dortmund any PSV and over the face so and then you remember Arsenal for Ebon Mikel Arteta coach at the Madagascar and I'll say Arsenal for there league no any Europe name or Arsenal for improve na amomode mo no na nanyumre omanya qualification Arteta coach Emma Arsenal Okasai.
Using that language. I don't know. I think it's gone well. I think we keep improving. I think we've been stronger year after year, but obviously there's still a lot to do, a lot to achieve.
And just
Arsenal for year after year, and there's still a lot of what also to me achieve. And now Dauko Spain, La Liga, no 1 match at me about so. Where Monday Night Football all La Liga anymore. Judy Ameria Homo and Sevilla boy match no Emma in 4 goals. 2 apiece. Sevilla waiting no Eshem Judy Ameria enso etimi ehye eka nemu mienu ewo ho no mo na Nyame adoma Friday Sociedad ene Cadiz ebebo Saturday ene Sunday na games aka no enso ato so ewo Spain omo league no say we table na Sevilla omoda 14th and after Judy Ameria and a chatto and two teams in the match of course no and our match highlight no our Kessben television. So Premier League no another game about so Chelsea the Blues at Stamford Bridge over the English Premier League Monday Night Football. Omodi could make come and Newcastle United at Calum Nicholas Jackson Eshe first goal Alexander Ishak Ebeteka first half na 1-1 about second half na pen and Cole Palmer on the free city eba Chelsea na Juma wo bone de e som bo papa enra ono enenya second goal ema Chelsea Mukailo Mudrik ekonya goal na matrem ya pompa wie 90th minute na Jacob Murphy ebenya another goal ema Newcastle e she 20 match e course no na wo hwe e wo Kessben television. So na me aduma ochina wuko Bournemouth ene Luton Town ebebo na Saturday and Sunday game saka etimi ato aso league table Arsenal edikan Liverpool at a second, Man City third, Aston Villa at a fourth, Tottenham at a fifth, United at a sixth, Chelsea at a 11th for almost 39 points. And now Newcastle formerly Chelsea a boy now Newcastle say I'm more than one akwakoye bibio ho omo just about Chelsea the 11th Newcastle at the 10th English Premier League table no. So Cole Palmer enra ono na first goal nko hye na Jackson nko kan ye second goal so na nya ye oso na niaje pass Chelsea finally omadi nkunim Premier League enra game no.
I'm glad he got a touch at it.
How much did your team need that tonight, Cole?
Yeah, we've had some difficult results. Obviously, the cup final versus Liverpool, Wolves, many games. So yeah, to get points is vital for us.
And what do you think your team did particularly well tonight?
I just think we showed a bit of passion, courage, winning the second balls, not getting bullied, and then just having.
We Cole Palmer, Chelsea sensation. Kakano so edi atija edeno. Yanko Asia Champions League enra one game about so na Al Nassr Football Club led by Cristiano Ronaldo. Omo ene Al former team member Baby Jet Asamoah and Azza. Enra da Asia Champions League on the boy first leg no na Al win by a goal to enra so first two goals of the game omo and a share at a point name one kwakoye de name Al Nassr omo bomodin ebetitika game no ending 4-3 and omo winning here na oka first leg ni bomana kwakoye 4-4 on aggregate into game no e travel e call penalties no and Al Nassr form elusu match no by 3-1 and other Ronaldo na share the fourth goal extra time 180th minute na Cristiano e share penalty Emma Al Nassr Football Club no omo e winning 4-3 na game no penalties no so obia bone the SN reception of Cristiano Ronaldo ti and other Oko Asia Champions League na Ronaldo and the club no Al Nassr omo afrimu na talking point no ekoye Ronaldo was say chance beyond me and Po sana first near Kano on the net Ronaldo nkoa any Po obia nka ho ono nkoa Ronaldo ginapo animo goalkeeper pubu aba obia ni say Ronaldo or the ball no to net nie na 0 wa miss sa chance no me and your net and Ronaldo SS chance no hinder game about since one Kessben television any hey Ronaldo goalkeeper pubu abo oginapo animo no abobo na say Ronaldo this is uncharacteristics of 0 chance we there be Paul and Mupe na Ronaldo abase and no so na le mame was stadium o Dolores Ronaldo mame na otistance no wa bo ne yellow mama Kessben television Ronaldo mame le gina ho na ne ba no e twa watasa and na nye easy cry na in for no omonya qualification day our park ne so omo enjoy mo kakra.
Now though, team Al Nassr were more team and qualify Asian Cup. Happy birthday to Nana Nyako Abronoma. Happy birthday to Nana Nyako Abronoma of Dadiase Debi on air. Dadiase Debi Hene. Dadiase Debi Hene. Tinana Nyako Abronoma. Nana Nyako Abronoma. Happy birthday. Dadiase Debi Hene. Busiafo nyina somo we show. Happy birthday. nkwa na hia yɛde si 9:30 yɛbɛsan so ɛne mo ahyia biom di agudie mu nsɛm asan so ɛde abrɛmo biom yɛdam ase
Eradi adom benso me ho ye pa. Na your friend saying
But from a Portia, because I see
Portia o kasa free enyinem in the eastern region.
But
and up where we need Kessben cash pot.
But I may near them.
And them one.
But I
when you Japan.
when you are Kasa.
I see. Well, first time I will be Niana.
But I don't know the first time.
And then your first time.
And
you tea.
Many grand that's so.
And in that's all.
Many that's so crab, even you can't have a maggie. See, I who call.
I see. And you message about 1,000 cities.
But I
hear now try.
I
hear now try.
100 cities.
Which are 100 cities.
But
okay. Congratulations to you. Why?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. Obayin.
Hello, good morning.
Bajana Pomo to say.
Nyame adom na mo so eh.
Erade adom ye ho ye pa. Wodi ni se hefa na otie ye free.
Me did the aba se wa bo so be special entina nko. Ebe de mama me ho ayesi. Nyame sira mo.
Me nyame sha so na wo se wo free.
Entina nko.
Entina nko.
Asante region to.
The
fight anwa kwanta entina nko.
Hey, I see. I don't know what me tie near what we need on. I see. Any congratulations. Why? Now, I hear no try. I hear no try. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir. But you did this. I find out you free.
Oh, your friend, Kajumega.
Kajumega free, eh? Hey, La Paz, I know where we need to pay.
Oh, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Go you.
Catch a lot of reports, and then you made it be a power.
Could just 500 about me, boy.
La
Paz, if I now want to share.
Oh, we are a part of community dancing. I would have
community dancing. Why?
La Paz community dancing.
I see. You remember how to pay. Why? Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I ain't not trying.
Oh, don't take all of you.
I don't know what feel brutal. Thank you. To go to here. Why? Yeah, thank you. That is a lucky winner from La Paz. Make it a point. Short code here, star 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Now, what's selected option 2 for Kessben cash for Channel Pay Pacho? We are giving away 2,000 Ghana cedis. And to Trebi, now we Trebi, I want Casanso your person. Channel Pay, you stand the chance of winning. And what you made here, and so star 256 star 2 hash, star 256 star 2 hash, star 256 star 2 hash. Now, what's selected option 2? It's 7:45. I hear Kessben 92.9, Kessben TV live across the country. Uncle Abachi Dede. Namachi.
Yeah, quite a so. Nyame adomara kwa ibi aboko. Yeah, nyame adomara. Ese ye pa kwa.
Edomon kaniana.
And any 2 days.
I know bodom no.
Yes, and any 2 days. By Emra me come area ho na a problem ho but and then na general one. Na low current. And a half current. Ibi asoso bi so but and the general year where you But any 2 days you do me lights.
I'm doing lights. I say. Yes, you enclave no more do lights
pa. You hold it too much. Every day so pa. You hold it too much. Every day so hold it too much.
Everybody got to that. But let's start 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Now, what selected option 2? No, Kessben cash pot no eso. Say, o dialect star 256 star 2 hash. Na afe prompt no abba eba na wako option 2. Obeho option 1 ya Kessben FM. Kumase option 2 Kessben FM Accra. Na what selected option 2 Kessben FM Accra na afe watimi extra anope ye 1,000 cedis each ede ama eye nipa mieno enti 2,000 cedis said ye anope bia ye yene no ana ye give it away anope so enti make it a point not trebi anope and mo enti me en win no I mean and eye mo lucky there enti but keep it coming na anope also free sabre ya cause say dwumade no ebekọ na wie no making sure say ube win cash kakra na watimi ede assorte wo ho enti star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na wa select option 2 ewo Kessben cashpot no eso na mamefa asedane bi ema Zico Plus Enterprise for anope one more adaroma one more boy ye papa na Zico Plus Enterprise for there but one more ye company back one a bano mechanical engineering one more ewo expert akese pa one more dua one more nim de no economy one more eboa industries any companies ahodo fix mo machines amode ye adwuma ni nyina no one more fix e de emamo but say wotie me na uye obi a ensuo ho adwuma ana wo ye treatment plant no eboa ma wotimi ye reverse osmosis methodology no ana wotimi de treat wonsuo no sa machine no asay mpacho say asay a anope ma ha ho kra de obe nyina no ene se numbers a me ba bebobo so yi no obetimi afa na woni eye Zico Plus Enterprise for edi enkomo womo ebeba na womo timi aba be repair ni nyina no edi ama kama se uwo bi nso wo ho eye adwuma enseye na mom no routine maintenance ana wo pese wo mo boa na wo mo beye edema wo mo ye service ni nyina kama edema dia anopai obetimi ene eye Zico Plus Enterprise for edi enkomo wo mo beje so wo mo beba na afi wo mo aba beye maintenance ni nyina no edi ama wo mo wi a wadwuma no o machines no ebebo adwuma te se de afi na wo use no foforo na se afi na why wadwen se wo pese wo koto machine ni bi wo specification ana wo pe hunim de na watimi aboa ehu de sese wutimi kra ede ba o man yimu ampacho eno nso ofre Zico Plus Enterprise a nimdie bia sese wo mode boa ma wutimi ekra wo mfidie ne babia no wo mo betimi ede ne nyina no ede adombo enti anopei wo mo eye one stop shop ede ma o problems ne nyina na mo a mo wo eye pharmaceutical industry ni mo a mo ye boxes ahodo packaging materials ahodo ede mamunura mo ye ne nyina no machines a mo de ye ne nyina no mpacho eba no installation no a Zico Plus Enterprise for ana ebeye ede amamo eno echi no mpacho se o machine no wo ho o pese wo ye maintenance ana asay o pese wo mo ebesiesie ni nyina no ede mawa anopay oni Zico Plus Enterprise for any enkomo na wo mo bejo so na wo mo aye ni nyina no ede ama same applies with eye mo run laundry business na mo wo eye heavy industrial washing machines amode ye modwuma mode boa de si nkrofo ne ma mpacho bo washing machines no eseya ni nyina no eyade se Zico Plus Enterprise for ebeye ni nyina no kama ede amamo eba ne stone cracking machines mpacho Zico Plus Enterprise for ehwo tochima wo mo besiesie ede amount eba ne sese wo mo hwehwe ede mawa wo be hwehwe ede amount na afeni routine service na maintenance esese wo mo be ye se de be ye fidie no be koso abo adwuma na etimi aboa wo no ni nyina no wo mo be ye ede amount mo am use machines akese a ye di moldy bottles ni nyina no anopei one Zico Plus Enterprise for any enkomo na wo mo be jo so de eye wahia sembia no anopei one Zico Plus Enterprise for any eho enkomo ubankran wo mo ewo eye Taifa Junction Sportem eho ana obehu wo mo fra wo mo anopei on 0500616319 0500616319 na on Zico Plus Enterprise for any enkomo ana fra 0540526163 0540526163 na one Zico Plus Enterprise for any enkomo se uko Taifa Junction Sportem eho ana obehu Zico Plus Enterprise for na one womo edi ensa woso anopay fra womo na womo beje so pa medical catcher that say anopay ye 2,000 Ghana cedis ede ama nipa mieno enti utie dwumade ya mpacho edi de kwan so entie ne keke ana wo hwe yen so a enhwe ne keke na utie yen na wo hwe yen nyina no na owe ni sika eno nti anopay ma short code no engo phone so na dial na participate ebetumi aboa wo ye ama onso watimi ewe ne sika star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na wa select option 2 no eno no eye short code a obetimi ede eye stakes ni nyina no ede afaso ede aba anope mame ena was 52 gone past 7 aha eye Kessben 92.9. We are live on TV, we are live on radio, and we are live online. Pacho fa wadwen cheni nyina no efa Facebook no so ebra yabeje na yakenkan ede amount na anope yene wo atoa enkomodie no eso mame kwa homa ne so na mene Dr. Thomas Anaba any enkomo ono executive director edema the African Center for Health Policies na anope meneno any enkomo a research analyst as well. Doc, what you kind of here? Good morning and Pom to say.
Good morning to you. Good morning to your cherished viewers and listeners.
It's been a very long time though.
Yes, sure. Yes. It's a long time.
Very well. So I'm grateful this morning for having you. Now, the first question has to do with the current state of our health facilities. In some time past, we've seen His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei advocate for support in rehabilitating the Komfanoche Teaching Hospital. But at the back of the current brouhaha that has to do with the death of the Deputy Finance Minister, transporting him all the way from Kumasi to the Greater Accra region to seek medical attention is what has called for this particular conversation. And so I put the question to you, I mean, along that particular stretch of road, how many health facilities do we think we have that are in good shape that were supposed to at least have saved the life of our young man?
Thank you very much for having me, Mr. Speaker. And let me start by expressing my sincere condolences to the bereaved family and then all relatives, and pray that the Lord Almighty accept the soul of the departed Deputy Finance Minister in his bosom, and then he will find peace with his Maker. Yes, unfortunately, from Kumasi, one of the second biggest cities in Ghana, to Accra, we don't really have any hospital that we can really say that when you go in there, you can have the right or an international universal standard hospital to save lives, even including Kumasi. And I think that Komfanoche Teaching Hospital is there. You come to Konongo, you have a hospital there. You move down and get into Suhum area, there are hospitals there. You have districts there that need hospitals. You come to Suhum itself, there's a hospital there. From there you come to Sawam, there's a hospital there. But all these hospitals, if you go and look at their equipment, the human resource, what they can do with emergency cases, you see that they lack a lot to be able to handle such issues, simply because of poor investment, lip service that we are paying to our health sector. Ghana could have been a hub in West Africa by now for health tourism if our government had invested and continued with all the investment that was done by its predecessors. But for 7 good years, investment in health has stagnated until COVID came to enlighten the government, and they woke up, but they went back to sleep. I don't know whether they took a diazepam again, and all the projects they promised came to a halt until recently again, campaign is coming. They started pushing for other development, to invest in the health sector. But in 7 years, let's take Legon Hospital. Legon Hospital is a quaternary hospital, should have been the first of its kind in West Africa. Second phase was supposed to be done to complete it, whereby any disease that you can think of, you could have managed it there in Ghana. And people would have come abroad to manage it. But this government came, you remember, and locked it up without opening it until our deposed health minister decided to go there to rest, as he told us that he went there to rest, and found it that it was necessary for him to open that hospital. Meanwhile, he hasn't continued the second phase. If we had continued with Legon Hospital, second phase, we wouldn't have had these challenges to be flying people abroad. Leave Legon Hospital. Let's move to Rich Hospital. Rich Hospital was built with a second phase to bring in top-notch specialists to manage the second phase to prevent us from carrying our dignitaries abroad for treatment. This government came in, halted the second phase to add salt to injury. They rather found money to go and build exactly opposite Rich Hospital, the Bank of Ghana headquarters. And just 200 meters from it, we are building the cathedral. Meanwhile, Rich Hospital, that needs a second phase to save lives, is standing there. Not even all what we wanted to do in Rich Hospital is done, because the cardio center that was supposed to be part of it has not even been started. So the government is paying lip service to the system. Let me mention Apari Hospital, which is close to Kumasi, Apari Military Hospital. It was abandoned, almost 80% above completed. It was left with only fittings. And even the government came, looked at the fittings and all what they were supposed to use to complete it, to decay. I salute Atunfor for coming up boldly to push for the renovation of Komfanoji Teaching Hospital to make it a befitting hospital in Kumasi. But I also blame our traditional leaders for not pushing too much pressure in government to make sure health and education is fairly given the needed resources. How much gold do we export from Ashanti? How much money do we need to set up well-renowned, attractive health facilities in Ashanti to take care of people in Ashanti? We've been mining gold for how many years? Let's flash our mind to Dubai. What are they doing with their oil? Go and see the health facilities there. They attract the top-notch specialists in the world to Dubai for us to run there and go and seek help. Why can't we do that with our gold, our mineral resources in Ghana? That is where I think that we have problems. Our government, especially this government, has neglected the health sector so badly that if you check their own promises, 2016 manifesto, they promised to establish in 2016 manifesto, it is policy number Q under health. They said they wanted to establish a cancer center and put it under national health insurance for anybody with cancer to have free treatment. This minister died of cancer, but he was seeking help where? In Germany. In Germany, 2020 manifesto, again, they repeated it. Policy number 135. Policy number 135 in their manifesto. Repeated the same sentence. Establish center for cancer and cover the cost under national health insurance. In 2 consecutive manifestos, MPP has repeated this. But where did our minister go for his health needs when he had cancer? Germany. The only center, private center in Ghana that has been established to treat cancer patients, which is the Swiss Ghana Medical Center, government hasn't seen it prudent to facilitate them to grow. Government hasn't seen it prudent to give them tax incentives like they've done for hotels as one district, one factory, tax relief, so that they can expand and treat people with cancer. No, government hasn't seen it prudent. But that minister who passed away went there for some of his preliminary examinations. But they didn't see it prudent enough to help that hospital to expand. Even to say, look, whatever equipment you are bringing by, we'll make it tax-free at the port for you. It could have saved Ghana a lot, but we haven't done it. They promised to establish all these cancer centers in Ghana. They haven't done it. Kumasi has a cancer center in Kolebu, in Komfanoche. Go and see how they need resources to run it properly. No one is paying attention.
Yes, so Doc, with all the assertions you've given us, I mean, the indications are quite clear that this is a very serious problem that did not start today or start under the regime of President Akufo-Addo. For governments that have come and gone, I mean, this problem has persisted. And so the question is that, as a country, what have been the pragmatic measures we've been able to put in place to resolve some of these challenges we talk about? Because I am looking at the value chain and looking at the stretch of road from Kumasi to Accra. Do we have a very well-befitting health facility that in situations of emergency, I mean, it will be able to sustain the lives of Ghanaians? I mean, presumably, with all the narrations we've received so far about the demise of the former deputy minister, it tells me clearly that all those facilities we have along that stretch of road were unable to sustain him. And so we want to have brought him to Accra.
Sure. It is because, as I said from the beginning, government is paying lip service. And I want to be emphatically clear with you that we saw a good attempt by the previous government in setting up facilities that would resolve this issue of having serious challenges in transferring patients abroad, sending patients abroad to be treated, in minimizing the stress people go to find help in this country. I'll give you an example. Family Teaching Hospital was expanded to take care of the northern sector. One regional hospital was expanded to take care of the northern sector. Bolga Regional Hospital was equally expanded under NDC. But what did this current government do? I tell you, Lucy, let's not blame all government, because Kufo came and expanded Anoche Teaching Hospital. Other governments have come to do it. But this particular government has paid too much lip service to the health sector, played too much politics with the health sector. What have they done to improve on emergency management in Ghana? Except for the ambulances, they've done it and brought it and distributed it to constituencies, which is creating problems in the management. It's creating problems.
How is the ambulance creating problems?
Because the distributed to constituencies, it is under the DCE. Most of the time, unless a DCE gives orders sometimes, the ambulances don't move. We know of it. It's supposed to be under the service, the National Ambulance Service. Then they can work.
Yes, but to the best of my knowledge, they are the ones managing all the ambulances. In all the constituencies. So, I mean, how does a DCE influence the movement of an ambulance, knowing very well that there is an emergency situation to take care of?
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Dr. Anaba.
Listen to the public. You want an ambulance and they'll tell you the ambulance is this, is that, call this person before you get an ambulance. I'm not the one saying it. Go to the public and interview. Go to hospitals and interview how they get ambulance to come. And even now, it is now clear that even upon all that, you have to buy fuel for the ambulance.
That is a serious allegation. I mean, to the best of my knowledge, I don't know of that.
Go to the web and read. The National Ambulance Service CEO defended a staff that patients must buy fuel before it moves because they don't have fuel.
And where did this happen? Where did this happen?
I will send the publication to you. It's not me saying it. You can call the CEO of the National Ambulance Service and ask him whether patients sometimes buy fuel for ambulances or not, where they don't have fuel. So it's not me. So as I was talking, let's go back to the important issue. How many Ghanaians, we are seeing things happen and we are not talking? How many dignitaries in Ghana have flown out of Ghana because they don't trust our health sector? And I'm a doctor, and I feel sometimes very sad that a situation that we can manage, but because we are under-resourced, we have to allow our dignitaries to take the little money we have, fly abroad, and go for treatment. This clearly tells you that they themselves know that they are not treating the health sector very well.
Yes, but it brings to mind that the modalities that the government will have to, probably consider before citing a hospital in a particular location. So on a major highway like that, where you have so many towns and enclaves on that stretch of road, what sort of facilities are we supposed to have? In cases of emergency where you have accident being recorded along that same stretch of road, how do we take care of the people? Now, you have made mention earlier on that with the sort of facilities we have, for instance, in the Suhum Government Hospital, is something that we cannot really write home about. So what really are we supposed to consider at any point in time where we decide to build a hospital in a particular community or locality?
See, you look at the density, the population, and you look at the trend of diseases there. I always find it difficult when we only talk of highways. Yes, highways pass through towns. So definitely, if it's passing through towns, those towns are populated. You have to categorize the town and see what type of hospital you should put there. And all major towns should have a certain class of hospitals to take care of the needs and passengers who are passing through that corridor. That is what we should consider. So if you see a town that is very small and close to another big town, you don't go and put a complex hospital in a small town. You rather look for the one that is in between and cite a hospital that at least at the range of at this distance, you must meet this type of hospital to get this type of services. It shouldn't be a hospital. It should be services added to the hospitals that are there. And we have all these towns of hospitals. It's just for you to add some of these services, get the needed human resource, put them there, with the required tools to take care of the patient. So it doesn't matter whether it is on a highway or not in a highway and in the rest. We can have bypasses in towns that the highway doesn't even pass through.
Yes, but I'm asking because isn't it surprising that along that corridor, just as you put it, we were able to go bypass, in Koko, we were able to bypass Konongo, okay?
Yeah.
We were able to bypass Ingrisi, which has equally a government hospital. We bypassed the Chibi Hospital and now finally decided to settle on the Suhum Government Hospital. Does it bring to question, the level of facilities we have in those hospitals?
No, the answer is obvious. I even think that from Ashanti region, he shouldn't have even flown to taken to Accra. He should have just been taken to Konfanoche. If Konfanoche was well equipped, because we have a cancer center there that can manage that type of case, but they lack the needed resources. My own mother was treated in Konfanoche in the cancer center. But you see, every cancer has a modality of treatment. And once we have professors in Konfanoche who are managing cancer patients, it was up to government to equip that hospital to manage the environment in the Ashanti region. That anybody sick within Ashanti region with cancer, with any serious ailment, even cardiovascular disease, to find a cardiovascular surgeon in Konfanoche to take care of him. That is strategic planning. What is the population of Ashanti and the population of Greater Accra? Virtually the same. Why can't we have equivalent services there in Ashanti region? Because we are paying lip service. The man, unfortunately, who passed away, I don't want to talk about him, was a well-to-do man. He could influence. The chairman of that party there is a well-to-do man, per what we see. He could influence for a better hospital, a proper innovation and resourcing of Komfo-Anokye to take care of any ailment that we can think of. I'm not saying we should be able to treat all ailments in the world, but at least something like this, Komfo-Anokye should be able to manage, because they have cancer specialists. They have a very renowned, good cancer team at Komfo-Anokye. It's only because the equipment that they have in Germany, they don't have it there. How can we get it? How much is the cost? Is it more expensive than the Bank of Ghana hospital they are built, or more expensive than the cathedral they are building? We have misplaced priorities. We have misplaced priorities. That is the problem. Look at the money we spend in reclaiming, the money we spend in buying drones to chase Galamsey. How much money did we spend in buying drones to chase Galamsey that we never did? Couldn't that money be used for better things? When we know those who are doing Galamsey? You see?
Very well, but yes, Doc, but as sector players, I mean, you guys equally have an influence, I mean, when it comes to policy making in the health sector. So in all this while, I mean, what has been the contributions you have made so far in ensuring that some of these things are resolved?
We advocate. We have no power. We advocate. Policy makers would have to listen. And when they listen, they incorporate it in their policies like they've done in 2016 and 2020. They put it there. When it comes to implementation, they rather see it more important to do other things than implementing their own policies.
Are you saying they do not listen to you, especially as the Ministry of Health?
They listen, but they don't take. It is sure that they listen, but they don't want to take the advice. Because look, we have a presidential advisor on health. We have my very senior professor, what is his name? Professor Edu Jemfi, in the party, who understands health very well. We have very renowned health practitioners in NPP who can advise them very well. And they listen. We all meet and we talk. And they know the challenges. But they are not implementing their own policy, which is bringing the health sector back. If they are continued with the trajectory Mama had taken, it would have been better. Let me tell you, Legon was built with a component to train health professionals to run Legon Hospital Center as a quaternary hospital. When they came, what did they do? All those who were sent to Israel for the training and the rest, they pushed them aside and opened for applications and appointed people they wanted there and did away with all those who went to do the training in Israel. Was that not a waste? Just for political expediency. Now, when people are sick, they run there.
Very well.
When the was sick, she ran there.
Very well. But, Doc, my last two questions, and then we'll wrap it up on this one. So, has it now become necessary that we find a very befitting hospital along that corridor, especially from Kumasi to Accra, from, let's say, Cape Coast, or Takoradi to Accra, from Tamale to Accra? I mean, these are very busy stretch of roads where anything at any point in time can happen, and not just to the politicians, but I mean to citizens as well. Should we now begin to think of how we can get hospital or health facilities that are probably, so to speak, even beyond the capacity of a district hospital to accommodate some of these challenges? And finally, you have managed the Ridge Hospital before in some time past. So with what we see, even with Ridge, I mean, is it up to the full capacity and the standard for which we can boast of as a country?
Thank you very much. I think, yes, we need befitting hospitals in all districts, in all regional capitals. If we are able to do that, most of these things would end. We will reduce the mortalities that we are recording. District hospitals should have a capacity at a point. A referral system should be properly followed, so that when you know that there is trauma of this type of patient, you should quickly know, and the ambulance should quickly know which hospital to head towards, or the air bag that is coming for the patient should know quickly where to take that patient off. Because even in America, they don't build hospitals along all the roads to befit all diseases. No, they don't do that. They put a proper referral system. But this is the case that we have concentrated all our efforts in Accra. So we have to disperse it. And we have to intensify and upgrade all district hospitals to a certain level. That if we say that we must have this orthopedic surgeon in all district hospitals, we must make sure we have one there. If we think that we must have an ENT specialist in all regional hospitals, we must make sure we have them there. Not that they should be at in one town alone taking care of that place. So I think it is right we devolve hospitals for the society, not only for politicians, for the society, because we are the ones paying the taxes. The politicians should make sure they use the money very well. Coming to Rich Hospital. Rich Hospital is not functioning at its fullest. But let me acknowledge what is happening there. They've been able to set up one of the best neurosurgical centers in that hospital, manned by Professor Kaba, and which is something that we should give thumbs up for Rich Hospital. But the second phase that is supposed to come to have the various sub-specialized clinics is what is lacking. That is what we need to put in place. And the same thing we need to do at the Legon Hospital and replicate them in Kumasi, Tamale, Sunyani, Volga, to make sure that when you are sick, you don't only need to be thinking of Accra. Because I tell you, I said it in a country that the best pediatric hospital is not in the capital. It's in another region. You understand? We can make Kumasi the cancer center for Ghana. We could make Sunyani the orthopedic center for Ghana. So that people go there to train and go back. So that way you distribute it very well and the people benefit from it. We don't need to concentrate everything in Accra. That is defeating. And you have to transport people all the time. Proper referral system, improving the health, human resource development, and giving out the resources that is needed. Let the Agenda 111 finish. But thanks to the Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund, Agenda 111 should be completed. And I want to ask the government to ensure that they complete the Agenda 111. Let's make sure we resource them well, and most of these things would end.
Very well. Doc, I must be grateful for your time this morning.
Thank you for talking to me.
All right. And to Dr. Thomas Anaba Anameneno Edi Nkombono, or Executive Director at the African Center for Health Policy and Research Analyst as well, speaking to us about the ECOSO within the health sector, bringing us to 19 gone past 8. I Kessben Safin wa joining any. Thank you. Much Jumedi Eso any Mede Kwame appear could be Mr. Speaker. I'm highly grateful and pay set wa joining. Dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Na was selected option 2 for Kessben Cashport. Star 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Na was selected option 2 for a year Kessben Cashport. Now something is happening in Kumasi. Na in Kumasi, Konfanoche Wekese Woho Womwedra Bruta. Already no hospital no facility no otumfo solicitate for funds to ensure say yebeye renovation. But doctors say woho say womo sitting any conditions of service no enye, including the nurses. Enti say abai amhwe na wanye bibi amfa ho a in the coming days no I mean womo niema say womo de go form no womo de ebe go form. Andra we are told say regional minister Simon say mensa any doctors no edi ehia. In fact when it comes to the level of accommodation doctors no ehia ewo eye Konfuanochia, the minister has said say based on the current ongoing ejuma ekoso no ababe here say contractors no ebe rent a new facility, an accommodation, apartment or whatever for the doctors. Said they be a woman ebenya baby atna until say baby a woman to say no bungalows near the and renovation near the no ebewe and sana woman san so abba. But the doctors are saying that no, they were near mano a slow down. No, it's really affecting their conditions of service. And no encommon so ewo we'll come to it shortly. Na afe yene watwa encommodieni. So me fast than be Emma Franco Trading Enterprise for pay one more room pacho open phone papa atodia Franco ana SSA oko Nokia Samsung iPhones ni nyina the latest versions wɔn ɛwɔ bi ɛwɔ showrooms ahodoɔ ne nyinaa. Open television set from 32 inches ekosi 55 inches. Open tabletop fridges and air conditioners and open speak to a Franco Trading for na any jesem no any say o download wɔn app no na oni wɔn edidwa ɛwɔ so a wɔn ɛma 40% discount na etimi aboa ama wetimi asave sika enonti anope oni ɛyɛ Franco Trading Enterprise for any encomo on 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 and after 055 5939311 na on a Franco Trading Enterprise for any encomo anope womo ebejo so still phone papa fee Franco Trading anope original accessories a wo hia ne nyina no enter any of their showrooms na afe won so koje wodie ebeboa woye pa womo adaroma ananope womo eboa ye mpacho dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na was selected option 2 ewo Kessben Cashport no eso from a year 8:30 air coding in a draw a edikan and pay ye beye na muamuti na mo share ni anope mocha ewo Cashport no so no monso motimi ewini sika and to keep it coming star 256 star 2 hash na was selected option 2 Fidico Poultry and Animal Feed Center for Adaroma anope womo abwa ye papa na uyobia oye poultry farmer anope ani jesem akọ ede amount esan se enuane no ahodo ani nuane ye papa ye healthy wo de ma wo birds na ebeboa womo ama womo anyi ye na womo apomodin no nso etimi esisusu ye ede amount ni nyina no anope Fidico Poultry and Animal Feed Center for akwakofa ede aba enonti pacho se utie me na uye obi a won kokọ no wo mo afrase eto nkosua de eto no opese wo mo to nkosua no akese mu ene ne duduo mu dia anope esese uye so eye the layer premix na wode ye wo mo aduane ede ema wo mo eno ebeboa wo mo ama wo mo apomode no awie peye na afi wo mo betimi atu bebre ewo ne duduo mu ene akese mu ebeboa wo mo ye pa eba no broilers na mpacho wo mo muduro no eno ane ye hwe so ede ton na ya hwe so ede acharge eno nti anope pacho ubehia broiler premix no na odi aye nnuane ama enkokọ no etimi ede ebeboa wo mo body system no ama wo mo etimi anyinye ewo ahoɔden mu nso eno nti anope se woye kuani na onye enkokọ a pacho fre eye Fidico Poultry and Animal Feed Center for na woni wo mo eni nkomo wo mo nuane eni wo mo nuane nroi ebeboa wadwuma wo ye ni ye papa se woye obi a wo nso onyan empreko a anope womo akwakofa eye the pig premise no ede aba na pig premise no eboa mpreko no ama womo enyi ye pa womo mpom nso eye den at all levels of their growth no pacho uyusubia ebeboa fafra womo nuane no na faye fama womo nuane no ahodo nutrient ahodo a mpreko ni hia nyina no ewo eye pig premise ni mu ana yaye ede aba se wutie me na womboa no edidi wi a aya na womo akwakodi unwanted substances emwa womo apomoden anope ube yisu eye the toxin binder na odi clear sa materials ni nyina ede free emwa no system mo said be ya womo ebetimi enyi wabra yawie bia no enkonkobo womo se woye eye cat fish farming ana tilapia farms ana woya anope womo wo ehunuane nyina no ewo ho ofre womo a womo bejo so na womo amaobi ato fra womo on 0244 260 190 0244 260 190 and after 0242 769698 0242 769698 and after 030 0303 958583 0303 958583 woni eye Fidico Poultry and Animal Feed Center for any encommon pacho womo won cry womo ewo oyibi dodowa main road no eso amranhia tollbooth hono mo a wo try a won sanifa so obehu se womo ewo ho ba bia wo bia no woni womo di nkomo a womo be packaging no kama na afi womo deliver ede amount anope ko na koje eniema ibe na ebeboa ama wo nso okua no a wo si ene mo a wonya ni nyina no etimi awie peye amasika nso abem ede amount anope womo adaroma ana yede machi jumede ede ebro me did Kwame appear could be Mr. Speaker. I'm highly grateful sir anope so what join here dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash *256 *2 hash. Na was selected option 2 no na afe echeme abua. Now under the health conditions and the health sector ho enkomwa ye day no His Royal Majesty Otumfo say Chichu some time back called on Ghanaians and typically Nkrofo a free a year asante mantemu say womumwa na yentimi enye rehabilitation works ewo Komfanoche Teaching Hospital. That campaign and the call no is still ongoing. Na the ama sankomoy asanso emu apeja kese no the air course say, especially when it comes to healthcare in the Ashanti region and its environs. Ma yenko na yenshe video yi na yentie ohne kese emra.
So, to make a chance, a queer be a befaso, minimum man for a bebe, near a poor my, or see. So, yes, I be a passy no kumase. So, and so check Ghana mo, offer dunsi and a mood do me no dear. I yard for a woman in a honey ever. So, offer a namocasa emo regency. A mood do me no dear, aha, a baha. So, Nanso me hwɛ yɛ no ɛyɛ nimguase me yɛ nyinara zo wote abɔnten a wohu no zo na me deɛ me kan sɛ kampɛsɛ kam yɛ nyinaa nante mu kakra na ehunu deɛ wɔ hɔ ansa na sɛ yɛbɛka bibia yɛka zo yɛte ya yɛ hu no sɛ deɛ sitie ɛdan apapa yɛ nsuo nipa dɛmu na enwunu gu yɛ so waya nambo na nsuo na gyato mu ɛbɛhye zo dada yɛ nyinaa blocks yɛ nyinaa emergency one I see no for no so sanity. So, but me no nyina e de bi asamba ha na de beba. So, wo mo adi kan ba ehunu emu atete. Yansu yeti asesi ase yare a. De onyare da no na yare ya. So, doctor say wo ho wo hwa mfidie kura de be adwuma kura ni nyina anya enso so mo ehwe. So, aban beba basra ko be brodi osi e wo ko Kwame Nkrumah ko ababa edan desia zo me no na ato yen zo enye politics assembly anye me no nyina resi ye kwan ye de be ya amana yeye zo ye ba ye so amana yeye zo na e wo se ye so sanse the odi president no awoko the odi president no awoko the odi minister ko ye yare a haya na e bi nyina baba zo it was here kwan ya de be fa so a dan yesu so famu dia e nimguase me nyina so me ka chen sentiment ahemfia ma se ne ma se na ekoso ena na dabi o se me hwe so na was here hunu kwan ya de be fa so so uti sika wo mo ehwe ye de be tu manim ye body na so taku sempo efie biara esi asase so okumasi biara se wo ma me sidi wo ha na se sidi ha nukura 200 cities grab or some crown am de mami ayi betim de aye so efie bi esi aso ase efie ye nyina ye meme de so efie esi asafo esi bantum efie bia ba ko na ka chem se bosumi bia na hospital ya ye ntime ma 200 cities grab na ye de total one na ye hweso ye betim de aye so sanse enra wo ba ha e chairman so meba so enti efrem hanya kazatente mempe afefe de bia eno ansa de enim se hospital na egu enim se hospital na sei enim se enye ebu aguyeso e wo se ye hwekwan ya de beye tie so tie ya fe ne ebe ka brofo tenti ye ade na ebu aguyeso asai so enti efrem haya enunti na America so enyuma ewo ha ekrach for maba embrante ni ade nyina so ye nyinara wo se ye ntoba na ede yes ade so enunti na efrem so enti me na wo fa ne nua no bia ya ye ohibe board for ni nyina preso sika no ne hia wo mo wo nipa ebeye so cement ya ekoto we ekoto wo ma fa nipa ne nyina so ka sika ede beye and then it's a year was here 50 as a year. So,
Kessben 92.9.
Asidan Kwa. Magic, woman 100 cities magic, a china, Massa magic. So, yeah, dear goom, now, yeah, say, Pepper Jay. So,
Kessben 92.9. Asidan Kwan. That is a great care. Ochum for say chuchu and oche say okasano. Now the last part no and ayemede nyabro for 10 TBA and kasa bebribia pacho. That is what is happening. Now in about 70 years Konfanoche Edino, the CEO is quite worried. Ma yentie no na yemra. Kessben 92.9 Asidan Kwan.
On the 10th of November last year, His Royal Majesty the King Osei-Tutu II Tumfo launched the Hill Konfanoche project. It's a drive to raise funds for the rehabilitation or renovation of the almost 70-year-old Konfanoche Teaching Hospital, which was named after the great priest of the Ashanti Kingdom, Konfanoche. Incidentally, when Konfanoche first put the sword that was supposed to be a unifying factor of all the Ashanti states on the ground, it was Otumfuo Osei-Tutu the first who was the king of Ashanti then. And so, as part of the 25th anniversary celebration, when the king decided that the time had come for him to lead that drive for people from far and near to contribute to the renovation of the almost 70-year facility, which has never seen any renovation since it was built in 1955. It was welcoming and refreshing, and it's marked of leadership that every young man or woman would aspire to. Now, like I said, every day, on the average, we receive about 1,000 patients who are coming from at least 12 out of the 16 regions in Ghana. So Konfanoche serves as a referral facility for 12 out of 16 regions in Ghana. Ordinarily, retooling of a hospital like Konfanoche would be seen as a responsibility of government. It is indeed true, but in many developed democracies, like the United States, Canada, UK, Germany, I'm sure many of us who have lived there at one point or another in our lives are aware that these things are done. Private individuals, philanthropists, and so on give, non-governmental organizations give towards the renovation, the building of new hospitals, and so on and so forth. And so the king, being a golfer himself, the golfers decided that it was one of the ways by which they could contribute to the king's vision. And so today what has happened is that the golfers are launching a competition of a sort that would see to them contributing generously to the king's drive. I have absolutely no doubt that the golfers have done, their names will be written in gold. Posterity will judge them favorably. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Kessben 92.9 Asidan Kwan. It's quite intriguing. Out of the 16 regions in Ghana, Professor Ochre Adaimba, Chief Executive at the Konfanoche, makes it clear. About 12 out of the 16 regions and about Konfanoche in terms of referral cases. And the numbers, more than what is expected of the hospital. Na nipa no nso eba, there is no way obetumi akase wonhwe no. The more reason why it has become necessary say anope yedi sa enkomo. But isn't it quite intriguing again say a whole deputy finance minister ne ho ebedodo no na owo ne constituency na from Edweso to Kumasi. I remember how many minutes?
Edweso to Kumasi.
Yes. Say traffic in Ube take about how many minutes?
Just to Kumasi.
It shouldn't be more than 20 to 30 minutes, right?
Yes. Say traffic in Nimudia about 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes you have to.
So isn't it quite surprising? Say Yebeka say, the best available option, no, and it's a Yadenebe bank cry. The question is that what is the capacity of Konfanoche Teaching Hospital? No? Why didn't the people decide, say, one more Ede John Kuma Ebeko Konfanoche for sustenance? And Sana say, one more than a bank cry. And now Obeko Germany, as we have heard, yet to me Ede Nako. Was it the case? Say, they didn't trust. Say, as at the time, no, facility, no, as Konfanoche as it is today, ain't me and Shanwana. And now the level of expertise, no woman here, doctors are woman here, so no, it be ne Konfanoche wana. I mean, these are very relevant and legitimate questions. Ejusuni Kumasi boom. It will only take a friend saying traffic here and walk you see from Ejusu Akosi Tech Junction and maybe a bemu delay kakra. Udru bomb so now walk. I mean, acquiring them. So why? So it tells you clearly, say, I mean, the air course say, no, it is something that we all need to talk about. Now, again, it surprises me. What's a Konongo government hospital? What is the level of that facility? Okay? So in situations of emergency, no, facility no and near ma, a bit me sustaining the life of that particular person. And I'm very much sure that another Paul, they trusted the ambulance, any equipment, what ambulance name, even more than equipment, and what health facilities name along that particular stretch of road. And what's a Konongo? What's a Nkoko? Nkoko has a government hospital. And in the condition that is saying, Waba bedru English. Ufri waba your friend is saying Chebi. Right? And sana what to tumwa sa waba bedru suhum. So along the corridor, no, facilities no. The question is that are they really up to standard? You bet me a kase. Issues be CCA. I mean, they are capable of handling the situation. Why is it also the case that there be politicians in the say, "Woman kwa man in the question mo." I didn't. My name is reporter some pakeni any enkomo na what Tracy hospitals no are a war along that corridor. Some pakeni good morning that is saying.
Mr. Speaker, good morning. How are you, pa? I'm Pastor Oswell.
Eradiadom, menso me ho ye pa. Tell us, baby, a ye bobo swingina from Kumasi, eba besin crime. Ejuma wa ye no, boy amane na yenche.
Mr. Speaker, me da se. Where the keke bia na oba asante with na asante man timu a. Ye wo ayaresa bia ni bi o ho aban da no ehya ase aban win by na waba beto aso. Ebi so na ho dada omba yesi ade no kase do madan na bi na yesa ase ayem hwe kumawu government hospital no sa kumawu government hospital no ay 120 bed capacity na 2015 na former president Fei and empanimfo aho de wasante manti mu chesa yesa bia no omawi the last time why the current kumawu MP owura Ernest nim edi nkomo no na wo che books any other items here, my students here, senior high school, no. Emu no ye say, omawie bibia, to mo he ni mu say, enka by February, January, the January February, na omampeko fado aba be commission. Na February twem, January so twem, enya ade si ya commission. Ti di aka hu bia, yentimi commission yen di akoya sense ba, ye sa be wem. Na Konongo government hospital Konongo government hospital, the Mr. Speaker, on my area, on a 60 bed capacity, on my area, at my full. Now, you have to from Coco on a day back on how pan, a year or moon canny and some, and now for you. How much as light TV or what dear? Then so power no, I know yet dear. It's in generating and my woman after Muslims with low pressure so, and in showing my knee. The company for notice and I'm on a more command budget pa. Na ufri Konongo de no former president Shasie Fomena de is aban bo mabeto aso onko do mawi a me kan say nurses ne doctors wo mu ye adwuma na ewem commission na yentimi commission ye na waba the kwai de na de da ho enfi bebrebe ono so metimi etu anamo a the kwai government hospital na say no omo ye adwuma na the almighty Shewa regional hospital on a 250 bed capacity no. And also, Omawi said the other day, you know, from Santa Maria, a bar not confront about and said, be a mere call hono. Who said, be a kama. I'm about sentiment of penny or shark from the homes and so penny one careful. Dr. Martin Quality and he said, Yapia Quincy, dear pa, one day are quiet. And a cassette, you see the connector to the main line, no. Now, Omati Juma. almost sabi na yimu mfidi ahodo nyina agum nanso ono de anya de se doctors and nurses e wo ho wo che se nka quality mi je jana so na kanea no so timi ko ho a na afei nsuo so timi ko mu bie mu a na mo train nurses no na mo timi use machines no ndi se wa regional hospital no o ma wi nanso o mu ntimi ne mu adwuma ho no pem so ka gu na so se ene oni aso ye hwe ya kwan na kwantempo ho nsem so bi din komo na woni panifo ho do so hwe ya ho de ne ho nsem so nsuo ho nsem so na ni mwani mu ye nti ko ba se beti hospital na wi na esi ho sa na de bi ni pek chire kaso e konfano tia ban ya resebium konfano tia ban ya resebium ko no zi ko so nye gya na so a opin so na afa to no so bi sisi ama ene ma nyina etinya konkan enti se wa de ni se no o ma wi nanso nsuo enkane ya nsem ene kwan no ono na akoye buachi bibi a ye ntimi na Mr. Speaker no kwa no ya na mementi asie mi so wodi free be kilometers on be ya kwan na ni ba bi emu twia fisa to nso agogo kwan so ma ye ni nyina aka honko a se government ne ni abre so be ya kwan no a fisa nka ni mani mu otimi wie na de ba akoye central for the two from ya tin se wotimi fa fe ya seko e na wotimi fa se wuawa eko na matese on person ko yi kwan no e to fe ya se e se ko fa woni ko waduro dada nanso ni mpanimfo ho do so wo se wu no so mo mpene so on is ye hu the government ne ya ama ya resabia no ai bibia ho no ko mutimi yi kura kwan no kura to mu a e bi nka mgidi yi se nka on betimi asate ai adwuma na ya share afa military hospital so ono so se de nyine nim se 2008 on mo share madi na se ya betone Mr. Speaker mu wiye na bia ko yisi kasem na bia ko yisi the last time we ne doctor in Chinsari papa ono no man pani ku fuado wo 24 de fa pom bia ho nsem so na ye December 4th na ye juwada last year and on en central for ba na ko ko hwe ne ma wo nyina and o ye said the first kasem ho de en pani ku e bia wie enti March yi mu no kasenke da na di commission na ya sabe ntimi tumpon na oka Asante ni nyina ewie no on the 15th Asante regional minister friends and show for e nyina so kosi akumase Prempeh Assembly Hall ma wode nkontabu ahodo ma ye e ya pom den ayaresabi ahodo abanada ne sa ase pampani ku fado abeto aso ene sa agenda 111 kaka ho nsemu a e kasi sudua e se kuma wusi no mawie fomina se o mawie akasa president beba na ba ko commission ama ne nyina atinya konkan last 2 weeks ma chede madi so ano no nua be ma kokoko ate bon komo no o ka sansam kro no a ayaresabi ne ya wie even sa agenda 111 no ya wie a ono wa fotosuo yi se emu 6 die government nenti anya obetimi ya commission neti ya boa ama pomde ho nsebeti yetumpon wa Asante mantini enti bi ya boa na yeto na mo akono ayi kumawu konongo sewu afi hospital ne from na ne be kwae de no am se speak mu nsem no ana ma chichi mu area chirewe.
I see. Now Confanoche so do any chwa senate here.
Yeah, Confanoche government hospital no ye nyina za kwen ye nsem se sisi ano ense da nyidza na so ne say enti no pem so afa to no so no abi sisi nei wode ne nsa to ne nsa yem se Ghana dis ye nyina moa na Confanoche no ye enti ni sisi fi se anya Asante region ko ane boa Western North bono ene bono East ho nyina ne bi kraba Eastern region fo nyina eba ho dikitimi ya nke beboa pa sisi ade bebi mo hwe ema no ho no ma hye ase de efra na likeji se wo nyina no mpanimfo asa to ma yeye ana no yesu branta ni toyi likeji si bia ma ni de Confanoche aban ya resabia no omugusu a omu eye adwuma na de mpanim ma yejide gu fem so mbe ye no de ono so no adwuma na ekoso na kan na nso Mr. Speaker woni wo ka mo se na aye me free ma yenyi se nti ono de amatwentwen so kakra hoka kajetia market na ho nti Confanoche no ayasabia na ekoso na kan kra se do to so de ato no so se obesi isi amna jeje na so de mpanimfo no to mani ahwe ayasabia hodo wo oman Ghana mu a kamini ni ye se we be yare ti yamfa nko Germany we be yare ti yamfa nko ha yesu aye bayo primary school no na mi kuro ma Asante mampo woman bi wo ho sa woman no mte se na koma pomso bi ba ho ma Dr. Frempong Boateng kan no ye so afo hwe mpotemu etimi boa no de what ya na we decided to take no we tell say you were in before omo wo Germany no mu nyina ye pe mo ti ba ni ada yi no mu nyina yepe na nke mpanimfo no chomani asiesie ya resabi ahodo no a kasa ni mdifo metie ni so betumi mu nyansa no mu hu mu na aboa am ya pom den atimi akoso nanso potwadidie ni ani bre ani amamonyo sem katane sem proyenti the speaker on you sam wako ni yedi ni aka wo modi a traffic e fawo ye no ko performance ko show ya de na ye ko show akwa ema ya ye ne fi eba enyefa ani ye ko so kwa for ya sense ba e bi to hu anamo.
Very well. Asabagani, Babe now I say, you better about champion. Why?
Without the Prime Minister Speaker.
All right, and that is the current update. Issues on health facilities in the Ashanti region and Osempakeni, NAA, Eddie, and Kombono. Mame faster than it be Pacho say, Unyan try ye, cashpot no eswa, star 256 star 2 hash, star 256 star 2 hash. Na was selected option 2 no na me babe ye first draw no na afi me first lucky winner no and pay also what me and we need some cash and pacho ma odi enemra say wunyan try bia star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na was selected option 2 yenti wembra.
Good morning.
Yes madam na your friend say he find out you free.
Your phone Mariam Chakrade.
Mariam free Chakrade. Now, are you 18 years? Said your voice in the city here.
No, I'm not 18.
You are not 18. I see. And you've won Kessben Cashport. I don't pay.
Yes, let me show the great. Listen, what's the name of Papa? What's the name of Fat? Maybe I'm still on this. At the end, I'm not from my name. Who may walk over to you? I wish you saw one to make to go and sit me.
Please shower so Takrade fan I will pay you free. Even now
Takrade is a airport race.
Okay. That we better Takrade baby. Why?
Let me show.
Nyame shower so an African fire critical on the Val's Day na menya one way basic fufu amami wa Takrade no menya nipa. Hello Penny, good morning as you saying.
Morning, Mateo, and also
Erade adom ben so be ho ye pa. Na udi dey saying?
I say me the Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Yes.
I have an out here you free and pay.
Accra or Flamingo.
Uti free Accra, Flamingo. So boy said I don't pay wa mama ngba Accra, Flamingo. That's right. And I don't pay hina try.
It's 50 cedi.
50 Ghana. But message na ba na.
Pacho aba
abetum.
Pacho.
Okay. Fabi you chop money na ma enkwala ni bi nko school. Na ye beka no odi atwa why na utwa last one ko abetumi ase bi aka ho.
Pacho you.
E ti ko so atie ye why.
You.
Pacho sika puno ni ne kukuo ni sia. Ati ado pe Pacho chebi na uchebi a onso be win pa. Na ye de chema ni show bia so. Kessben sika de chema obia nyabi. Ati ado pe Pacho jodi star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na was selected option 2. Pacho we try to pay we be winning na also was sort to hold the be check your how far. Pacho wa be faster than be ba of course you need a drone in booster bar mecha and no boa over a boost immune system ne pa so ni pedua ne nya hoden so ko e de kotia ya rebia and pay in boost no no de there Pacho eye papa na edura police ni na aye to ne boase pa no aye correct enti ado pay Pacho uyo bia system no aye weak ya re ball wa na kan de what dia ado pay no me booster bar Mr. Phone no ni bi na ebetimi a strengthen ye pa Pacho heba shops ahodo ni nyina mo booster bar Mr. No no e bi e wo ho a wo benya bia so Pacho frey ado pay on 0246 208496 0246 208496 na oni ya ending combo ubenya ne dudu mo atu akoto opese wa we yusu bi nso a ado pay ono nom bia bebo oposini na do number 1 immune system booster Pacho yen twam na yen ni sika na yen ko. Anopa bia utie me na ahwe me abenya chop money. 1,000 cedis ebi wo mpa. Etim pacho twa na utwa ubedi. Star 256 star. This a men to me was the way me star utwa ubedi no. I remember.
We get cha ubedi.
What's it?
We get cha ubedi.
Mandio.
Bisi unye cha ubedi.
Unye cha ubedi yo.
To be a chan.
Everyone say you chika sentime ka ya men to me boss. Na the way so I am this speed the canon. I hear na ko fa se baba, but I hear radio. I didn't say I want to try video. I see. What will be that there?
I be to me you.
I want to enjoy.
Said yes, yeah, they come. I'll see a young count to me.
Confirm you had my just one more bit track. Now, woman is a machine, who try windy. The far as all what Kessben feel how quiet there. Ucha windy. The machine, no, I don't know the work of 40 years, no, so when you feel her numbers in our crowd, you want just it. But a very cool new crowd, yes, idea. And the boys in the trap, one more. A technical holding newsroom, but your money, the beer, but your battle, the old child, because only I had the amount and dial short code no na and pay J cash star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na what selection option 2 no said in an akai and ucha ubedi me bana national metie no but me fast that Emma St. Louisa local rice mpacho mo anuncio no de pa in fact uno adisi ho no mo ade be chese den enya ade a ebesei entinsuo enye hwe papa correct that to ebo ase ana ya somo ne ho ana ya ne kama se ope emo a wono a na eyiyi 11 long grain na perfumed rice a St. Louisa local rice correct Ghana mo a ya to ebo ase ana emiti all the standard test opese wo de money bia opese wo hwe se wono a esi ho a esei there be we ensei entisa standard no emiti dada opese ohun se anuncio no etisen opese ohun se cent na eba no ehwam efrefre wa na ana eyi wakono pacho ni nyina sa test we no ye de St. Louisa local rice no e dia fam ama netimi apase enti anopei mekamfo e dia ma we obi a wo pretty restaurant anopei ma St. Louisa local rice no ebi emel na noa ewo eye o shop nim na ebeboa atwetwe dom e dia ma pa ene se wotie me na opese oye business 5,100 yebema mono bags ni bebre na afi watimi akwakoton na wutu a wuton ni nyina no na edefaso dodo na nso ede bro enunti anopei de obe nyina no ene se obefa numbers no na oni St. Louisa local rice for edi enkomo womo ebeje so na womo aboa ama wonso wanya o business a wankasa obetimi ede onsa esi obo na wonso wapesika ede ago botom pacho 2 weeks pepe na watwimie no na unya 1,700 ede ago botom pacho multiply by 1 month na hwe sika ebeba ababego botom adwuma bia no a etise oton St. Louisa local rice correct enunti anope baby a obia no ba wonsa entimi enkabi okom shops ahodo ni nyina no a pacho St. Louisa local rice no ebi ewo ho obenya bi ato ewo ho memo shops ahodo ni nyina no oborwam a obenya bi anope frɛ wamo on 0277457742 0277457742 and after 0546 242343 0546 242343 na one St. Louisa for any enkomo sa won kran ene ne patemu a pacho call La Paz womo any Eco Bank no adjacent wo police container no enchen ho ape na one St. Louisa local rice for any enkomo no pay na wan kasa obeba ababa bedamase dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash ewo cashpot no eso na wa select option 2 no na anopay wonso wateme age osika ebeboa woyepa manembra na afrepo ziga so na mintie no ansa na makoye adwumaba nana manembra so da mintie
yeah kwame
yeah
me da CP Nyame shraw
amen
mabo St. Louisa for my rice water anamtie
Oza, anopay ya
papa
ana o nyekra
yes mabo
bi na o de ba so go na die
Ai Kwame na bende kakra bi na me ebi si fie de se wi abama obekona me fa kima na koye hu yi dia say Louisa papa Kwame
correct
yes Kwame
correct yes with you dada
ebriti awamu me kan se miunu Kwame
dada with you pa
Abrantie bi small boy bi o 23 years na our Asenya Nkomase sorry Fantinya Nkomase in the central region
okay
ena wanya yare BFN no gynecomastia ye bema onofo ebobo so the nofo na bobo ama atiagu ti se oba wawo ama wawo bibiri ama ne nofo na atiagu no 23 years Kwame ama enkofo stigmatization ache no enkofo mpese obeben omo ama opia bonte a oni confidence to ofere ena omo ya pi man ho radio station bi so Kwame ye de call confanoche doctors netimia operating no aye surgery akra no ho aton a kire say you wouldn't see say our gynecomastia when you be crowded. Kwame,
yes,
we have seen enkoraya wo oma kabum. Doctors in this country etime separate you mother.
Yeah.
It is not a matter of your doctors in yadi. Kwame, your doctors obianka no obeka say your doctors in yadi da. The UN best doctor. Dr. Nefi. UN. You know Professor Frimpong Boateng, Dr. Nabila. Kwame, we have a lot of competent doctors, individuals in this country. They are capable of in South Africa and others, but Kwame, it's a lack of facilities. Equipment and facilities. So, who really have issues in Africa, Kwame? A African country with a section of South Africa and Egypt and somehow Morocco. African countries in Inano, we have hospitals, big hospitals, but they don't have equipment, tools, and facilities. And Rutina, you will see President Buhari will go to London when he's sick.
Yeah.
You will see, say, President Mugabe died in the Singapore. Nana Danko Kufuado, no hold to or call London. Jamaica, I say, say a bro swat, Ghanaian doctors swat or call London. Prof Mills, we saw Prof Mills all the time, no call London or call Britain or Kwajina Mayarisa. On and on and on. The problem that we are facing in Africa and especially in this country is we hurriedly put up an edifice called hospital. But Kwame, who was your boy Kumfa?
Yeah.
Who were hospital anymore? Ubakasi your boy Kumfa. Empty. Bibianim. That is the problem. She President Kufuor Ede emergency unit about Konfanochi. First of its kind in West Africa. Ebisida. An emergency unit a betim the helicopter. If something emergency accident be bad. The accident no a helicopter ne betimi ahaba the omomenya accident no straight to Konfanochi e be lande e wo building so there's a tunnel adie ne be famu to a hospital bed a lande a hospital bed also mako excursion ho abahu a big time one beautiful one. But as of 2018 Konfanochi no muni echocardiogram machine me I had a problem. And I went to hospital and they asked me to go to Konfanochi, some could take echocardiogram. I come through the whole Konfanochi, they didn't have a echocardiogram machine. A machine, you never show what are you, ukukum, wakuma, say, BBC. And I was told, say, the echocardiogram machine, I say, then you go to outside Konfanochi, soldier lie, a honey, or the bell, do no. People, private sectors were setting up echocardiogram centers. And what your friend say, and you contain him. They were taking huge sums of money. Today you go to Konfanochi, a whole hospital, 7 about 5 fridges. Kwame, 1 CT scan machine.
See, was it 12 range?
Yes. 1 CT scan machine. Call Confanoche, your friend is a PR. The statistics better say they have 380,000 OPD attendees in every year. Confanoche. The whole Ghana. Not even Kolebu. Accra well populated than Ashanti region. Me see Confanoche 380,000 nipe room afibia piaba bonten ekwaja yarsa. Yet CT scan machine ya one. Eseya kokwasa che utwa kwanim ekwa the private images and wakwa kutwa bi. A problem. And yes, doctors and they are good, but we don't have facilities. It is a big problem. Big problem. Say, you take Ghana. Now, and go focus South Africa, the DNA. I didn't get it. Until 2010. Listen to this story very carefully. Scenario who someone offer 2010 and a Ghana your first DNA machine. Our Kolebu. Listen to me. A did 10 months. And now, Mr. Ben Efson. Because that story vividly because na me di mu akotene de bia na me hu adwuma me GBC ti me pese me rebe fida. Mr. Benefsi went to Kolebu to do research. Say how the DNA machine are the aban fair. When they went there, they realized that DNA a year test on my edinano. Uchemu 100%, and 90% nipa ye suspect so me papa no me papa. And no man your papa no. Who tell the maker? A say the DNA 10% depending on prove say and confua na your papa no. You understand? 10 months. A child said the DNA machine, this country conforma and the DNA machine are here to settle this matter. Then Kwame, 5 years ago, 2015, sorry, the chief executive officer of Kolebu, yes, he told DNA machine the Amatras Hospital, a government hospital, and we need about 5 DNA machines. 5 years ago, the chief executive officer of Kolebu say, ya told DNA machine the ama Ghanaian Times for the Nkomo. I read this one from Ghanaian Times. Way back. Was he a told the ama Trust Hospital? And to go for court. A court to trust any DNA. About they refer them to go to Trust Hospital. A government hospital, they don't have a DNA machine. A Confanotia, a servo in 40,000 patients. In 40,000 patients. And 380,000 annually. They don't have DNA machine. The whole Confanotia, it's a subsia, shall call private. And Conphobia formal Lancet, as I say, opposite a babia, a you on Saber Hospital, Saber a Semester Saru, Saber Crest. Yes. Nenchain a honor walk. A whole deal, a by hospital, whereby in Libya and in Nigeria and in South Africa, because of some problems here, I can't watch them. Kwame, and then you walk around a 3 months now, you're coaching them. They have to identify the rightful father of the child. And they give a drastic discount and no DNA test. DNA test and the first partner, and you who be him. We don't have it. We don't have it. Facilities, you buy your hype, you buy your day, and one hospital. Now, you see the fefe ultramwa, hospital here for Uroma, you empty.
You be an
breaking news to Sony a treaty story, Buna Hafu. A hospital, be few hospital, there is a fever boy, my family. Or back I story, no, or buy a cocoa, the umbilical cord, no, a circle, and my menasono coming. You come out, near one put it their two, you rapping their 2 political bag, near their mouth, whoa, my men are away as a fucker. And the hospital is supposed to have a pit, like a Buddha. It's a movie, they wrap it and put it there. It's a debate 6 months and near their drug, near started for. They don't have it. It's your back or wire rapport near the amount.
2015, 2016, Agogo Hospital. We supposed to say Kumasi, technically and administratively. Kumasi Hospital is a trooper. Konfanochi a teaching hospital. But Kumasi Hospital, Agogo, what is Kumasi South? And a North interest you, the northern sector. SCVO, the northern part of Kumasi. And Agogo Kumasi South, until you find Kumasi South Hospital. Kwame, the Agogo Hospital 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, one. Oh, your banner, watch your kuta bucket, eswang, suo, and sana. What yamwa? Because one first one, Obi anwa wo. You do so, you
is it the case, Nana, your facilities now? We don't care about the equipment.
Yes, that is the problem.
Say, at the beginning, no, the equipment is good, but maintenance culture, no, it can't be. And they say, man.
Kwabe, equipment na yedi beguno. And some fata. Tiasma make one, you lack equipment and facilities. And here one.
The required ones.
Yes, required ones. And two, Unya hospital bit is a Konfanoche. Kwame, Konfanoche, it is more than say one CT scan machine.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
As I said, also
380,000 people I almost cover every year. Then you are telling me that you have one CT scan machine, one echocardiogram machine. I don't get it.
You go to Kolebu.
Dialysis problem. Because of that.
It's very expensive.
Very expensive. It's a Kolebu for one. Quadro baby. One on such a cano open sicadi. We create system beer. A bet me Eddie who share. New opus or prepare on quano. No, adi or di a unibi. Sicano, yagino, or double no or for watching. Because we don't have enough. Dialysis machine, we don't have enough. 80 politician area, a man who sit tipano or cabruchi, and they say doctors in your good because one person mekona menu be near CT scan machine. Men person mekona menu be near bed because COVID by Dr. Isiasaro, presidential health advisor, former Konfanoche chief executive. He made us to understand that the ventilator would the whole Ghana 900. Ventilator would go whole Ghana. Hospitals are Ghana in 1,374. Hospitals, government hospitals. Near what ventilators, Mako 100. And yet these are ambulances the other baby car. How I could see ambulances the back car. It's nice I should to cover 300 or something. But I don't need a justification. Say ventilator 100, next a COVID bar. 7 predia somebody castle. Dr. Cowboy, uni ni mionu ni nanya. Dr. Cowboy ne, kodro baby ni nanya COVID na samba. How do you do business? Come me boy. Why did you do that kind of crap, me boy? Why did you business? Eye can't get the ho tete. If it business. Ababa ko your hospital city see a penny and to necessary job pen on way. What do we say? This country, we have done enough our bad nursing employment because we are the only country and yet we are meeting the UN benchmark. Ya paroko 1 nurse to citizen 1 nurse to 1,000 patient ratio. No? Ya reaching the UN benchmark. 800. I'm a see 800. I'm a UN for Kwabedi 200 nurses. Ya problem man abroso, but the facilities are not there.
All right, Nana, now I'll come back to you. Rich, you're your first draw on the Emfa and so Kessben Cashport, you know. But your Emfa and that made me first lucky winner and as at 10 after 9. Hi, Kessben, I feel to join here. Thank you so much for your time. But your dial is star 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Now what's select your option 2? The first draw no ana a treble no. Mami fa asedani be ma Eclipse Collateral Management for no pay one more Roma. But your one more boy ye papa na Eclipse Collateral Management there. One more property document no. Na afe one more dia year juma na one more to a commission one more. And what you know, pacho uyo be a whoop loan. Ewo bank e dia due juma oni collateral. no pay when you want to come one bejo so na one mama collateral no and no speak to a Eclipse collateral management for no pay that one bejo so far Abakan Street ewo Adenta new side and crank and I'll be home for one no pay it was 0266999020 0266999020 and now for 0302551877 na one a Eclipse collateral management for any encomo and pay. I tell me first winner no pachomo fan to so na yene encomo. Pacho a 1,000 cities we try ye de beche. And before you be sorry no you be draw and also. Na unye try ya pacho ma emra trebisisia. Obey with it. Why? Star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na win is kind of thing. Grace Gift Bar Clinic for Adaroma. Pacho one web you one more promo ediator. Doctor send him before Atanasia no pay one more a year Juma. Pacho one more day and habain a 2 yari and nasa cracker at the amount and unti and pay diabetes and a house hypertension and a air take hepatitis, typhoid, malaria, and prostate enlargement and Hawaii and pay call a year Oshim School Junction, Barricades Main Road, so Ewo Kumase, na Kojia Yarisa, Ewo Grace Gift Bar Clinic. Say, oh, on crime, so I obeko new at Chimota, Petroleum Estate, Common Family Life, International School, no, Eddie and Shenimo, or your bar, Pacho, I him feel her encoye, or your Bema, Obema Nisha, amount Mema Semno Ewo, and pay when a Grace Gift for Eddie and Combat, Pacho, one be Pijamupa, Eddie Ama. I don't speak to them, not when your money come on. 0246518003 0246518003 and I face 0543 320030 0543 320030 now on a Grace Gift Bar Clinic for any income and I'll pay that one by John so far. Posting in someone you know come on and pay one more boy nah but your dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash my name is first lucky winner any encomo emra. Hello, good morning.
Morning, boss.
Yes sir, but your say
Nyame atom
na udi de say fa na wo hwe free
me she kumasi do bia shedia ya sorry efem kojogo ama
kumasi he fa sewia Asemia, okay. Of Abuama, right?
Yes, sir.
Don't pay where we need Kessben cash pot.
If I try and I bet also for Madam Washington,
I bet also.
If I try and that's it, then
I buy Ansana call neighbor.
If I try and we have a groom, the very net that's it, then
we are this a day.
That's it, then
Jabana, ye kunkrum,
say, net that's it, then.
I don't pay one coin.
Madam Washington,
go to my the pa. I hear now try.
You can find
40 cities.
Yeah.
Now what we need be that.
We need be that.
We need be
that.
I see. It's a child here. Oh, I have a more child here, Mr. Speaker.
Matthias,
that's if Jamisha, congratulations. Why?
Thank you.
Jamisha, because what chat na kosu here. Why?
All
right. And you are paid the minimum so any ajapa. Thank you. And your first lucky winner, no, I don't know. But your child here.
Also, no, one cook.
You know, I sound na ya eba no. Na baby. So what you want now watch no pa. Etaya me bruta. Na who mobile money message no na sound ni kaba. Na wo bi hwe na yesika wani ti meja.
Say mobile money no kwame. Na you no crown and try no cry e ma I'm telling you.
Na say o mo your rock. Last week ni this.
Obutimi send you e bi bakas we dem.
Oh, masa.
Kwame.
Ade jago.
Kwame, me fam o ma me fam 10 seconds per. Me dey ma PV.
E ma me call for somra. Me ba time na be catch.
Happy we pa keba boa pa.
And dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash. Na unso watimi etwebi na obe wini anopay 16 gone past 9 aha eye Kessben mamema of achi na memba na kwaba na Watanase adope mene no ebedi nkomo e de free St. Louisa local rice. Ofa machi.
Yeah, speaker.
Na embom to say.
Onyankopon adom bibia.
Me fro wofa. Je anu age so ya me wofa.
Ya me wofa. No.
Bibia boko dia.
Onyankopon adom bibia boko.
St. Louisa for mo ho to say.
Obia ho ye.
Very well. Na emo no ho adansidie no. As a wako asori dem a wudi adansie no. Ba na eba. December no ebesi January ni mo. Me che madam fu bi baako. Na odi school University of Education wo ye no masters wo na me che ne baako. De wo de che me na me de man no. In fact na adansidi a wadi so far no. Me nim krofo a wo no amo ne mo di ye. Me you wa me ntiase. Da bia wo bisase da be no beja be na me so mra me tobi. Enti no obefro na wachibi ababe tobi. Ba me ntio.
Yeah, then as you speaker me that St. Louisa rice. St. Louisa rice. Ya Ghana mo ya yedua na ya. Ekuta jasmine perfume seed and any flavors. Okay. Natural. St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice.
That's right.
St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice. Oko market ya enu na chi rice bi enu ese woto. St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice. And then our market, we're gonna have be a market be a remwa. Or they also open St. Louisa local rice, St. Louisa rice, St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice. Speaker, didn't make jasmine and say
yes. It can be besides no crash.
No crack. Jasmine is wash a money free among an ebanwa. Do one I actually jasmine. Na jasmine ya ababia ya ede.
A mona babia ede.
Aba. I won't say aba different names will be.
Oh, okay.
But jasmine no the whole world will be a jatum as ede. Na the intiana Ghana for na yatu agu a money free among an ebano. Na jasmine no. Na the intima make cancer and say jasmine say. Na ye nim se na Ghana ha St. Louisa rice na our jasmine no abani bi a odua and since I share ya in where ya St. Louisa local but also tro jasmine perfume rice jasmine na ya no ntina ya tu agu amane for de no so no ene Ghana ha ye wona abani bi a ye dua kra ma ne ye kra sen de ya mudua no abrochire
afa no kire mu ye enti jasmine no eye mo na abani bi a mudua
edua
okay
Mona ba ya yedua anunsuo ni yede eno na wiase nyina esa ehwam thank you and the banner de pa na no na amagana for yetudi mona free amana ba no because ni anim se na ye obi wa ha nyame adom St. Louisa rice yede ne yedua no yenya jasmine natural perfume seeds ni bi eti amu nyina jasmine kwa eti bi nua ya utie mi ukodwomu a sebe amana ne mu na ye die no yesre mu muntwa mani hwe St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice St. Louisa local rice St. Louisa rice uko market ya speaker asemba kwa ho no so say
yes
say month we mu ye March Ghana month ayenya 67 years sana minimum no na Mr. Ghana for say and better na no nkoma ya mudie fa hospital hono mo na we nya ade nyina no me dey bibi kakra be ya na me yamata ahme for once yenya fa ahudie a yenya mesrew yenya fa ahudie so bi su tese fa ahudie ni yesa den sen nya e wo ne ma bi ho ebi ni hospital sama ya mo keken ebi ni amanone mo aya ya tuaguzu aya die for once minua ya utie me ma me no mienu yenya fa ahudie ni ma enimu se yankasa ya aduane ye betima dibie yankasa ya mo emo no de no ana ye kan because ye di emo sin aduane bia na time ya so me ba so ameka me se aduane a wa meto e wo ma me mu chia so no e ya yenta ni aduane a ya yendua wo krum wasase so no udi a ense da mwawo yetimi boro culture e no kre na so no St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice St. Louisa local rice Ghana for aboya ma se ya ba bedu sabre no wadaroma se fa hundi yenya as at this time yes 7 years no mienu ma yengie ho kra and free obi man so emo yedie na yendi yan ekrom ha de friend St. Louisa local rice ukọ ba bia obenya bi ba bia obekọ bia store bia obekọ bia obenya bi na speaker ade ba kwa na me person to Ghana for anim ni say ewiase nyina me nka se Ghana ewiase nyina open mo a eye quality a edimu me can with authority say emu bie ni ho St. Louisa rice St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice ye duan wa Ghana ha emu bie ni ho no ma yo wiase ya pass no the quality no ebi ni wiase
emiti ewiase standard bi
broso ne quality ne broso de tie ne say because of ye duan Ghana ha entina ma ye bold ya me kan ye duan Ghana ha no kwa Ghana asase so na ye St. Louisa natural perfume local rice no emu bie ni wiase ene ne ye pe na onim me de mitumra na ma kiresie me ba handle me ka say Chinese businessman go krom hanom ono na ye Sofolan interchange yeah Joseph Hall na me kwa ye me de there's another professor bi am say or a diplomat or ta kan ho asem pa onim ni ye na me so minim because of rice industry no as at now okwa China the premium hotels na ho nyina premium hotels ho nyina no a local rice a Ghana ha rice and ye de serve omo na obusa Joseph Hall say on to bi wa ha o obusa adan na ontimi nton bi won mo say na quality rice we dey na dem maton bi won ma Ghana fo ontimi nton ti say eho na next time me the whole details na be me the whole pictures and videos na be bro Chinese premium hotels it is me as me catch say St. Louisa local rice and only rice ya edimu we ase nyana na minim di America because Ghana ni so wo na say me kan we ya mo enje say wankasa wo krom emo ye dua na ha no ekuta jasmine ekuta perfume natural perfume no artificial yemfa do bi anhye no udi a wapomden eboa wo udi a sabe sika no so ye say ka krom hanom ema me no mienu ye ho toy kakra no say ya so sika ma enkrofo aso ene de ayeyi Ghana for mma yemwa na ye ni St. Louisa natural perfume rice St. Louisa local rice St. Louisa rice na kasa edwa bi abekom bi wo kuma se ye wo Abeka Memorial Building
okay of abeba no so na Ghana for dodo na me de maso atotofo se uko dwaso a obi kwa koto mo a owo niema ba ko be no miensa bi ho a wo hwe de di kan wo hwe se mo no ono a eyi maako ana eno ne ye first test a wo mo puti rice no obi so ha ba ko bi biogram say friend to Jimmy right odi gunso ma na tu bebre na abroso saa na we no etia na obi ho a wo hwe scent na ebeba no emo no nso bi ho no mo a wo fa wonno a wodi si ho a wo kata so a ade san ya obekwa na atensio enti saa niema ni nyina ya niema enkrofo ehwe in fact St. Louisa local rice no okay for yeni ayeyi so bi no we can tell you on authority say saa niema ya bobo so nyina no e pass test ni nyina ubetimi anoa St. Louisa local rice e de si ho 2 days wabra won kan ne shi enye hwe I'm telling you the truth na eno no kra na ma wo ti taste ni yi because e de pa over chire ba bi a wo mo benya bi ato no na yemfancy
yo St. Louisa rice St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice St. Louisa local rice Accra has a open yo La Paz opposite Tobacco Pharmaceuticals St. Louisa Herbal Clinic do do na busa obehu ye honom Kumasi so ye Abeka Memorial Building railways and as a Roma Hill ye na ma no the good screen so no obetimi afa ye na ma se no afi so obetimi san afre na ma we so 0546 24 23 43 0546 24 23 43 and 0277 452 742 0277 452 742 St. Louisa rice okodwom ba bia obenya bi na speaker am say na obusa bibi we ja wadaro ma just
me too power
na o ka say emu bu ho no ma yesi eyi na banket
eyi wanwa
emu bu yesi emu bu yesi na ade em say wanka say wadi ho dance ne etiefo wadi ho dance St. Louisa local rice onu wasi ho no ma 3-4 days kwa still na ahode ne ba na eba na emu ni bi ho no ma de ya kan say emu bi e fa no manufactured rice hello manufactured rice and on wa autom no unim mesrew ma wanenje St. Louisa local rice when no ko ne betima bo because e wa ode udie mu udi a benya apomdene na ye ka se ye ka emu no a sebe efifiri nkofo kro so ba no ho nsam a kire wa oya mese se bebrebe ni na se ma wanenje de adua no ha ye St. Louisa local rice St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice bebi abeko bia dwa bia abeko bia busa me pa cho ye kala na ye red ena oba bi da mfimfin oba bi da fifi print na ama yi nti uhunu say oba bi da ho tuntum kakra wo hwe ne din abehu so oba na mesre wo market a wo so St. Louisa rice. O de one who kakra so percent Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice. The omo kala e kokko no oba bi dan finfin no. Eno ana ese woto na onya pomodi na sika no so san ere e ka kromu ana ere boy ho bra. Me da ase.
Me so me da ase ofa adope nyame enhia pa. Na wareshe mu nyina ne ha. Sika wotumi sika ya ade nyina 1000 Ghana pacho tumi ye niam pi anope woka no bompa no asai sika pacho sika ya ade nyina sika ye niam pi oba na akoye no ho ade na ka niam ni bi esesa woto pacho ni nyina ye sika so anope ya frewa emergency bi abapa kwacho ni nyina yesika okwala no yesi school fees no ntwege kwacho ni nyina yesika sika ya ade nyina sika wotumi anope yenim sa challenges we nyina anoti de cash sport di aba that's what the bruta one more atwa one more win no kwacho sika no beto phone so atenka no different atenka no too much and you say Julia and you say manye ni kwacho ye ro aye no credit dem trodo no libi no labalaba na edije sem ne say ye kasa sisi ya wo hwe TV ana wo hwe Facebook numbers no bofa so sa no the moment I be press a draw a picking number now one number ni picky ya na sika no ato phone so dia ma preko when you corner bread ya and you be fro we chere near dia ma there be if you think can we be adam enunti na se make us dial star 256 star 2 hash na select option 2 na wanya aya na me ye de ho ya esan say we opportunity ade benya sika pa anti pacho wunya ntwa mistake kase pa pacho man repeat na who repeat so mistake here be how we don't sabe good obeka say me kan so ana why star 256 star 256 star na what should be no select option 2 na who trading nyina na who win. Hey, imagine 1,000 show horses here, but you wouldn't bushmeat ni fufu abetumi dia. Na do do aboso kai. Ska wo ho a unyo train ni akrante abetwen. Ezika wo ho a okoni ese akrante anya ready bra abetwen. Akrante so no bo na for back 30 40 50. Maska wo ho nti abetwen. Everybody. I got 10 minutes. Now in the next 5 to 6 minutes, may my last draw. And to patrol won't be a mistake as your part. This are African for the catchers. The scour who are the ultimate. My faster than be my Kanisa. Now Kanisa for but your woman way a correct papa and the ononumbia ever bow. A 2 uyari biase at the mouth. O menstrual pains, a man noir. Bosomi aso amubu monsa mote yaw ni nyina no pay pacho koto Kanisa heba mixture Kanisa Ventures for ana ede aba se wonum bia ebetu menstrual pain ni nyina no ase ede amount vagina discharges who say nsuo fita na fi wase eba problem and pay koto Kanisa onoma ni nyina no ebeko wa candidiasis ayo gonorrhea oye bema o ho na bema mu ehyehew ni nyina no nonom Kanisa for enro ni bi na entu ni nyina no ase emfama baseline pharmacy bia wo Ghana ha ba bia bacho ubowremu a ubenya Kanisa for enro ni bi ewo ho afei ukotachima na ye wo eye Kanisa herbal shop ewo ho anopei udru ho a obenya ne dodo mu pa na watimi atobi akwako yesu opese utubi ton so ampacho obenya bi ewo ho anopei woni Kanisa for any enkomo 0247 887436 0247 887436 and after 020